In today's day and age, video games are more prevalent than ever. I see countless boys, I think actually 99% of boys on the planet are playing video games daily. And while it may be fun, I will say, video games are fun. Okay, I will admit that. I've had a lot of fun with video games in the past. But eventually you'll come to a point and realize that they're actually just a massive waste of time. And today I want to share you guys my story of how I quit video games. And I want to begin by saying that, just to make a point clear of how much I was really addicted to playing video games. So, I think it was, how long ago was it now? It was probably 2020, 2021, something around that time. I was so depressed in life. I didn't go to school. There was a period where I was completely at home for 2 months straight. And guess what I did in that period of time? To deal with my depression, I just played video games. Hours a day. I would play at least 8 hours of video games a day. If I didn't play a lot of video games, the least I would play would probably be about 4 hours. That's still a lot of hours. And if I calculate all of the hours that I've played video games, I've probably spent one entire year of my life just playing video games, and that's only at the age of 14. That's how addicted I used to be on video games. I literally wasted an entire year. You know how much you could learn in that small year? In 1 year you can learn so much. So much. It would blow your mind if you truly knew how much you could learn in 1 year. And thanks to video games, I lost all of those things I could have learned. And, I get it. It's a fun thing to do. And for a lot of guys, playing video games feels productive because it feels like they're accomplishing something, You level up to you get the next sword, you get the next whatever. So it's basically a substitute for life. Because in life, you also level up. So this is what I want to talk about, is this is how I quit. I basically thought of my life as a video game. Now that may sound very cringe, but just hear me out, because this, I think, is actually a really good idea. And if you are someone who is trying to break playing video games, I really recommend you listen to this. So, the first thing I did was, the way I kind of realized that this was a waste of time was I looked at my Steam account and I looked at how many hours I had been playing video games. And this is incredibly embarrassing to say, but I was so I thought that it was a flex to have a lot of hours in a video game. So I would literally have a game running overnight just to get hours on it. Listen to me when I say this. This is no joke. I was such a loser. I left Among Us open overnight for multiple days until I had 300 hours on it. That's how much of a degenerate I was. The game Among Us. And for all you weirdos, Among Us, sussy baka. Yeah, okay. But listen, I didn't even like the game. I thought it was boring as hell. But for me, I thought it was like a flex to have a bunch of hours in a certain game. So, just so it sticks with you guys, how difficult, and I'm sure there's other people who have been even more addicted than I have, but I don't know about that, but maybe. So, getting back to where we were, I looked at my hours on Steam and I calculated how long it was, and then I found out that I had been playing video games for more than an entire year. Well, like, if you total all the hours, it's one total year of just video games. So then I realized, I can actually learn a lot in a year, right? So I kind of just realized, like, then I just got this realization, like, what is wrong with me? Have I been playing one straight year of video games? I could have learned so much in that period of time. I would have been so far ahead. And then at that point, I started imagining my life as a video game, which is what we're gonna get to now. So, instead of kind of leveling up in a video game, leveling up to the next sword or whatever, what I did was I just imagined leveling up in real life. So I would literally, like, think every time I go to the gym, every time I, exercise, I level up my strength. I get stronger. And then I unlock a new ability, for example. And every time I, for example, read, I grow my knowledge, I get smarter, I grow, in video games you have these, like in RuneScape and Dark Souls and Elden Ring, all those video games, you have like these stat points so you can level up vigor, defense, arcane, intelligence, all of this. So I just thought, okay, every time I do something bad, every time I do a bad habit, I level down, right? Every time I do something good, I level up. And once I started thinking about my life this way, suddenly video games just kind of dissipated. Because I knew there was no point. Why would I play a video game? Why would I play something that simulates me leveling up when in reality I'm actually leveling down? That's idiotic, right? So why on earth would I do this thing when instead I could be leveling up in real life? Why am I watching someone else, like in this video game, level up? Why am I, it's just completely stupid, right? So, started doing that, and now I haven't played a video game in about half a year. So, if you, I have, on my Steam account, for example, let's see here. Last game I played was in February. Now, that wasn't really a game, it was like this wallpaper. It's called Wallpaper Engine. Slight plug, I guess. But the point is, I haven't really played a video game in about half a year, so... And I don't think I'll ever go back. I don't think I'll ever get addicted to them again, because, when you start to realize how much of a waste of time it is, you just don't go back, man. It's that simple. So I hope you found this helpful. A YouTuber called Better Ideas, most of you probably have heard of him, talked about how to quit video games as well. I'll link his video in the description if you want to watch his video. It's really good. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed.